Hello, I'm Dan Fury, and this is another entry in my vinyl diary. And tonight, the mood just struck me to make a video, although I didn't really feel like bringing out the fancy camera and light and microphone. So I'm just shooting this with my iPhone, and we'll see how it goes. But I do have a few records to show, and let's do it. So this creepy looking record is the first album from Sigur Rós, the Icelandic ambient post-rock incredible band that I love very much and have for more than 20 years now. And this first album, Vaughn, is one that I've always had kind of no relationship with. I do remember buying the CD around the time that I got into them when their second and third album were already out there. And I'm sure it had been re-released around that time to sell more copies of it. But the sound of this record is nearly unrecognizable as the band that I know and love. It's definitely more ambient sounds and kind of maybe soundscapes, you could say, but much more noise than songs. I actually found myself some time around the second LP, this is a double LP and a single jacket, thinking, this is a pretty weird record. And I don't know how they got from this to their second album, which is incredible. I was going to say masterpiece. Maybe it is. It's really something. But how they got from this to that in a relatively short period of time, I don't know. So this is really a divisive album. Either you don't like it, you don't get it, or you're like, that's fine. Or you love it because it's so different and weird. I found it used, I think it was $20, and thought, because of its condition, I would never pay like $30 or something for it. I was like, well, I could clean this and play it. Maybe it'll be worth having. It doesn't have the slip case, which is purple, which mimics the original CD. It has a certain aesthetic with that. For some reason, it didn't come with that. It's a decent pressing and everything. Probably preferable to the CD, but it's like, man, this is strange, but there you go. David Darling, Circles, ECM, perfect Saturday morning listening, which is when I listened to it, and really enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure I picked this up for like $2, and it features other great players that I've become familiar with while picking up records like this, like Colin Walcott, who I talked about recently, Steve Kuhn, Jan Garbarek, I believe is how you might say that. And it's ECM, so it has the tone, it has the aesthetic with the jacket and everything. You kind of know what you're getting into, even if you don't know exactly who it is or what it's going to be. There is a presumption that is a safe presumption when you come across an ECM record. It's probably going to be pretty good, no matter what they're playing and how they're playing it. This is mostly piano and cello with some sitar, tabla, some saxophones now and again. It's just a really nice vibe. I believe I just said I think I picked it up for $2, even though the thing says $3. But I mean, this is worth 10, and just like Windham Hill and other labels and music like that, they're almost always in excellent condition, no matter how much they are. And they'll end up in a discount bin because not everyone knows what they're looking at when they pick this up. But, I've learned about this stuff from the vinyl community over the last more than a decade. And I know that if I see something from ECM that's a reasonable price, I will pick it up. This was interesting. So I came across this Coltrane Quartet record. It's obviously Japanese, Impulse. complete with the OBI. I could tell it was in great condition. It was $60, and it was among several other Japanese imports. They were all, I mean, if I could afford them all, I would have taken them all. It was at a record store that typically doesn't have like expensive collector's items. They had obviously come across some sort of collection, and I don't know. I don't know what got into me, but I was like, I shouldn't leave this sitting here now. I probably could have, although it was a great listen. So it has McCoy Tyner, Jimmy Garrison, Elvin Jones. It does sound really great. Crisp. Coltrane sounds fantastic. Never heard of this album. It's called Crescent, if I didn't say that already. And this is the second Japanese Impulse Coltrane that I picked up this year. The other one was much more reasonable. I don't know why I was compelled to drop that much. I rarely spent that kind of money on records. I mean, really ever. But I did it, and here we are. Here this is. It will be staying in the collection. The Dave Brubeck Quartet, Time Changes. This is original 2i on Columbia. It's also in quite good condition. I like the artwork. And of course, time is a common theme, especially in the titles of Dave Brubeck's albums. Time Out, Time Further Out, Time Changes. I think there's a couple more. And yeah, just classic piano jazz that sounded really nice. The copy was pretty good. I think I got this for like $8. And like I said, an original copy. Excellent. Definitely worth keeping. So this is one that I found in Seattle recently. And not too long ago, I found a different one of his records. Sonny Fortune Awakenings. I got this, well, I don't remember how long ago it was. Something like a year. And I showed it. This cover I thought was just phenomenal. Turned out the record was really good as well. So I saw this at Neptune. I thought, oh, I know that name. Even the motif kind of seems familiar with the kind of a wave pattern, just like the other one. And this is called Waves of Dreams. So it was $10. It was overpriced because they graded this as near mint. You might see on these stickers, which I like that they put these stickers on. It's like 1976 first press, play tested near mint vinyl, which is a ridiculous grading given what it actually is. To look at it and to listen to it, it is not near mint. And as I said recently, I wish it wasn't the case, but I don't think I'll be going back to Neptune. I don't understand what they're doing there. Great album, though. Great rhythm section. It's modal hard bop jazz. It's a Unipack gatefold, which I think was a short-lived format where it's kind of tucked in here. I did like the stereo mix diagram. If you can see that there. So a great record that I'm glad I found, but it should have been 5 or less. All right, that's it for tonight. I need to turn the fans back on. It's getting pretty warm, but I just really felt like doing this. And I have at least one more video worth of records that I've taken notes on to do. So I hope I will be back to do that sooner than later. And I hope this one turned out just fine. So thanks for watching. Take care and enjoy your music.